Okay, now let's look at another example. So in this example, we have triangle ABC, then angle B is 50 degree, AB is 7.5 cm, and AC is 9.5 cm. We have to find angle C. Okay, so what's important, right, when you're reading a question is just to make sure that all the information that's written in the question, they are given in the diagram already. They are labeled there. Okay, if not, right, you just have to go and label. So we have to find this angle C. So let's recall what's our sine rule. So our sine rule states this. Okay, our sine rule states that the ratio of the length over sine of the angles, the corresponding angles, is equal, they are equal, or that the sine of the angles and over the corresponding sides, they are equal. Okay, so in this case, which one do we use? So here, right, we are trying to find angle C. So angle C corresponds with this 7.5 cm. So I'm going to write this using sine rule. Sine of angle C over 7.5 is equals to, I'm going to look for another pair that I know. And this case is very obvious because I have this pair. Okay, and here because I write angle on top, I wrote the angle on top. According to sine rule, angle on top must correspond to angle on top also. So over here it will be sine 50 degrees over 9.5. Okay, later then I'm going to explain why in this case I wrote angle on top. Just now in the previous example, actually I wrote the length on top. So I'm going to explain this later. Let me just finish solving this equation first. So 7.5, I'm going to move it to the other side. So sine angle C will be equals to sine 50 degree over 9.5 times 7.5. And then I'm going to calculate my angle C, which is the sine inverse of this. Okay, let me just erase this first. Let me just explain a few things first. So angle C is equals to sine inverse of this. So I'm going to take the sine inverse. Take sine inverse here. Okay, I'm going to press calculator. So sine inverse of, okay, actually the answer that I saw in my calculator is 37.2 degree. Okay, but remember, because for sine, right, when we take sine inverse, we actually have two angles. So we have to consider the other angle also, which is 180 degree minus 37.2 degree. So my angle C will be equals to 37.2 degree, or 180 minus that, which is 142.8 degree. Okay, both are correct to 1 dp. Okay, but I'm not going to accept both answer. Okay, the reason is very simple. If I take my angle C to be 142.8 degree, which is here 142.8 degree, then my 142.8 degree plus this 50 degree, it will actually burst the 180 degree limit. Okay, it will be more than 180 degrees already. So this is not possible. So I'm going to reject this. Okay, so my answer would be angle C is 37.2 degree. Okay, and I'm done with the question. So now let's go back to our earlier question. Why didn't we put the length on top? So now let's do it over here. Let's suppose we put the length on top now. So we want to find angle C. So 7.5 over sine angle C is equals to, because now my length on top, so length on top must correspond with length on top. So in this case it is 9.5 over sine 50 degree. Okay, here, right, because we want to find sine angle C, and now look at the equation like this. We have our unknown at the bottom, and if we manipulate, right, it will actually be more tedious. Okay, there's nothing wrong with this, it's just that it's more tedious. So the advice, right, would be For the sine rule, you have two forms to choose. You always put the unknown on top. Okay, this way, right, you have less manipulation to do and less chance for you to make mistakes.